Welcome to my channel, and let me ask you something wild. What if your next phone didn't just sit in your hand, but actually moved, reacted, and behaved like it was alive? What if your camera didn't just record, but felt like a tiny filmmaker that understood emotion? And what if the tech giants quietly decided to flip the entire industry upside down while no one was paying attention? Trust me, you'll want to stay until the end because the rumored price of one of these devices might leave you speechless. Let's start with the moment the tech world stopped breathing. Honor launched the Magic 8 and Magic 8 Pro. Everyone clapped, lights dimmed, show over. Or so we thought. Then the screen lit up again and a teaser played. Out of the shadows came something no one saw coming. A phone, but not just a phone, a moving, unfolding, reacting machine. The Honor Robot Phone. Imagine a device that doesn't just hold a camera, but houses a robotic gimbal built directly into its body. Think of something like the DJI Osmo Pocket, but infused into a smartphone's spine. The camera doesn't just swivel, it moves like a head. It tracks you with smooth, fluid motion, tilts as if it's thinking, and even does tiny gestures, almost like it's showing emotion. In the teaser, it nods, turns, and at one point, it giggles. A phone that giggles sounds crazy, right? Honor says this thing uses intelligent interaction and emotion-based tracking. It follows you, frames your shot without you lifting a finger, and responds to how you move or feel. They're calling it an emotional companion, not just a device. Something that adapts, learns, and evolves over time. Let that sink in. We went from touch screens to voice assistants, and now to a phone that may actually understand you. Design-wise, it's thicker than any normal flagship, but for a reason. Hidden inside the back is a split camera module with a miniature robotic arm. When you activate the camera, it literally rises out of the phone like a tiny droid waking up. It can flip forward for selfies, tilt for cinematic shots, or reposition itself automatically based on what it thinks looks best. It's like the Assistant phone flip camera married a gimbal system, and their child developed personality. But before you get too excited, here's the catch. Everything we've seen so far is CGI, no real hardware yet. Honor hasn't confirmed if the version coming to MWC 2025 in Barcelona will be a working model or just a concept. Still, they already opened early registration for fans. People can sign up for behind-the-scenes access and possibly even user testing. Which means they're serious, they're building something. And if it works, this could be the start of a new generation of devices that blur the line between tool and companion. And now, the part that almost broke the internet. Rumors say this robot phone could cost between $1,600 and $1,900. That's higher than most foldables, insane, but if it truly behaves like a living device, reacts to emotions, creates its own camera angles, and feels almost alive, then maybe we're not just buying a phone, maybe we're buying the future. Speaking of cameras that act smart, there's another storm brewing. DJI, the king of gimbal tech. Everyone thought they were quiet, then suddenly, boom. Igor Bogdanov drops a cryptic message. Something big is coming. Moments later, a test application leaks, then a Chinese NDA surfaces. And inside that leaked document, undeniable proof. The DJI Osmo Pocket 4 is real, and it's going through safety testing. This is no concept. This is almost ready, but here's the twist. The Pocket 4 isn't just slightly better. It's physically transformed. It weighs only 116 grams. The Pocket 3 was 179. That's nearly 35% lighter. And it's taller but slimmer and thinner, making it easier to hold for long shoots, which means vloggers and filmmakers can record for hours without wrist pain. It looks more ergonomic, more travel-friendly, more refined. The original Pocket 3 had a rotating screen and a powerful 1-inch sensor, but it came with bulk. The Pocket 4 hints that DJI re-engineered everything from the inside, maybe even the gimbal structure itself. The document shows strict battery warnings and firmware update instructions, which usually means final hardware is done and they're preparing certification. That suggests launch could be late 2025 or early 2026. But here's what's weird. The document says nothing about camera specs. No mention of dual lenses, number 8K, number 4K at 240 frames per second, no active track 7.0. All of these were rumored before from a prototype with asymmetrical lenses. Why hide the most important part? Either DJI went minimalist, or they're hiding something huge for the reveal. And let's be honest, DJI loves surprises. There's also talk they might release a base Pocket 4, and then later drop a Pro model with dual lenses and crazy features. And get this, some reports say DJI is already clearing out Pocket 3 inventory, which only happens when a new model is very close. Price is expected around $699 to $799. Battery might jump to 180 minutes, better low light, better audio, and maybe a new level of tracking that makes handheld shooting feel effortless. So here we are, Honor planning a phone that feels alive. DJI preparing a camera that gets smarter and lighter. Two different worlds, one shared message. Technology isn't just getting faster. It's getting emotional, it's becoming aware of us. Soon, our devices might not just follow commands. They might anticipate us, react to us, even connect with us. Stay until the end because everything we're seeing right now may be the start of a new era. Not smarter devices, more human ones, and when that happens, the way we film, create, and communicate will never be the same.